Hey, what's going on, people? Doing this, it's uncharacteristic for me to do a midweek video, but I had this kind of itching in the back of my mind. I know a lot of people are interested in cryptos, and I think, general speaking, from a diversification standpoint of your wealth or whatever you have that you to invest, I think it makes sense to put a certain percentage. Obviously, consult with your own financial advisor if you have one. Everyone's situation is different, but I know myself, I am diversifying into cryptos, and some of the big ones I'm going to talk about here. So there's obviously Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and XRP are the four I'm going to show you charts on. We're going to play which crypto should you buy. All right. Um, Now you can diversify even more and get all four, but I'm going to show you some things here where I think where I'm putting my money actually in these cryptos. And watching, of course, all four, and you can watch some of the more obscure ones because the potential for them to move, obviously, with greater reward comes greater risk, and all of these at some point could go to zero. So keep that in mind. This is more risky. This is not something I would suggest everyone goes all in on. Like I said, diversification purposes only, my opinion, with my, where I'm coming from. But obviously, to each their own. But I will show you the charts to show you what I think are the best options in the crypto world. So let's first talk about Bitcoin here. I've got this weekly chart up on the Bitcoin because I'm not day trading these things. These are longer term investments in my portfolio. So I want to show you, and I sent a tweet about this a while back, a few weeks ago, talking about this inverse head and shoulders. Actually, this here, if you look at it, you can see the cup with handle. Notice the blue line for the bottom of the cup, and there's the handle. Notice the volume dropping off on the handle. It's really textbook with regards to technical analysis, cup and handle. Breakout there was about $10,000. I'll show you. You see you have a breakaway gap here on the weekly chart, and then it hustled right up to these highs and pulled back. And as it did that, I was pulling up a chart and I was posting it on my Twitter feed, saying if it gets down to 10,000, I'm buying. I'm buying more. Okay, and it did. And when it was in here at 11, I was saying, "Come on, baby, come on down to daddy. I got an order right there at $10,000 a Bitcoin for you." And it came down and hit me. So great, I got more Bitcoin there at $10,000. And I think that's still a valid ad point. It's around $10,200 a share, or a Bitcoin. Is your support area. Obviously, anywhere down here where it broke out around 9,500, 9,000, also some support in that area to be looking to add if it were to come back down there. I don't know if it will at this point. You've had this initial breakout off the cup with handle, beautiful, powerful cup with handle. It retraced, gave you one chance to get in. It's moving its way back up. The next buy point is around 12,162, 12,100. Again, these numbers are exact, but please don't take that as an exact number. It's an area. That's where this previous high was. I think if we can break past there, 19,000, here we come. And I mean, again, it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take weeks probably to get there, and some oscillations up and down. You can look to trade it, but this thing looks higher, and it looks strong in general, right? Bitcoin. So that's that chart. Now, and you got the buy areas. About 10,000. Let's just round off. $10,000 for Bitcoin at $12,000. Obviously better at $10,000. And then of course, where's your stop area? Well, your stop area is going to be under the handle, right? Right here in the 8,500 range, $8,000 range. Okay, you may get more of a retest of this here support area around 7,000. That's a pretty big hit. You could always just get back in and get out and get back in. But that's where I line up as a stop area. Okay, so there's Bitcoin. So now let's take a look at Ethereum. Now look at this. Which one do you think is relatively strong, right, generally speaking? Well, if you go back further here in July of 18, it topped out. And you'll notice in Bitcoin, let me go back to Bitcoin, it was nowhere near that in that same time frame. It actually came up, it had a lot more strength here in July of 2019. Bitcoin was ripping and outperforming Ethereum. Let's look at Ethereum. So Ethereum made an attempt to come back up, could not get to those highs. Whereas Bitcoin, let me pull Bitcoin up again, ripped right past those July, August highs, right? Like it weren't nothing. And then it came back down. So Ethereum, what did it do? It came back down, but notice it didn't make a new low. Look at Bitcoin. What did it do? It didn't make a new low either. It held this low, but boy, did it test it. It came down pretty aggressively, pretty fast. And I think this had to do with some scam someone in China was trying to pull, apparently, if I remember right. They stole a bunch of Bitcoin or something, and then they were unloading it. Which is stupid because the thing's going to go, Bitcoin's going to go higher. So unloading it for fiat dollars is about the dumbest thing these criminals could do, in my opinion. So anyway, Ethereum came down, retested the low, and then now notice what it's done here. It's really come up and busted past these July highs, whereas Bitcoin has not, right? It has not. So to me, Ethereum, as of late, has more strength. And if you were to buy it, and there's Litecoin, we're not going to come back to Litecoin. I think Ethereum's a stronger, has got a bigger chance of moving further faster on a percentage basis than Bitcoin does. And I know it's weird. It's not the popular one. It's one of the top ones. I think it's the second most popular. But I think Ethereum is the one to get on. And there's my flag. There's my flag pattern off this new high. You can look at like a major double bottom. I didn't bother to draw it, or even a triple bottom, right? You got your neckline here. It broke it. What did it do? It came back and retested it. 350 is a good add point. And right here around $400 is a good add point. Okay, so Ethereum I think is even better. You should, if you're gonna get into these cryptos, and you don't have any Ethereum yet, get some. If you don't have any Bitcoin yet, get some. But I think Ethereum, you'd almost want to be weighted more to the Ethereum side of things than Bitcoin with regards to potential for moves. Now let's look at Litecoin. Litecoin here, you'll notice it topped out, it outperformed in July, but now it's been weak. It showed a lot more weakness. It came down and retested the lows just like Bitcoin and Ethereum. But it's not really. This thing is flaccid. It's limp, man. It's going nowhere here. So this one I would avoid. In fact, I liquidated my Litecoin position, and I'm going to be moving it into Ethereum. Okay, but that's what I'm doing. This Litecoin to me is not going to be. If the cryptos go, this will probably go with them. But I think the outperformer will be Ethereum and then Bitcoin, based on what the charts are telling me right now. Now let's take a look at XRP, which has been very popular. Now I can't get that on this platform, so I'm going to pull up a different chart. All right, so you'll see it here. This is off of Kitco, which is some great charting. It's free charting if you are interested. You can see it's XRP, the 1 week chart. So this is the same apples to apples with the other charts. And you'll notice, what does this look like? It looks a hell of a lot more like that XRP, or I'm sorry, the Litecoin chart than Ethereum and Bitcoin. Okay. So this one is also, to me, on the lower tier with regards to the four that I'm talking about. However, this volume pop here off this new low is very interesting to me. So although I don't have any Litecoin anymore as of today, and I don't have any Ripple, XRP, I'm not going to stop watching these. I think these can go. All right, they can go right now, but Ethereum and Bitcoin, I think, are the place to go. These are relatively weak. But if this thing comes back up here in the low 30s, 34 cents, 35 cents, I think this thing is definitely worth. If the cryptos start rolling, this thing, you need to get a piece of this action. I think this XRP will go, but right now it's relatively weak. I'm not interested here at 25 cents. I know it's counterintuitive to people that aren't technical analysis people that would wonder why I would pay 35 as opposed to 25 for it. But it's because the chart has to prove it to me. And trust me, if it gets to 35, as you saw with Bitcoin and Ethereum in the past, these things can really run. So don't worry about the extra dime you're going to pay for per XRP as long as you follow your charting techniques. So XRP also worth watching, but to me it's like Litecoin. It's on the lower tier at this point in time. So the winner, Ethereum, and then Bitcoin is also worthwhile. Those are the two, I think, as of today, September 17th, 2020, that I'm looking at, or that you should consider putting into your portfolio if you are considering cryptos. Hope you found this video useful. Hit me up, tom@tomwillertrading.com. If you got any questions, I'll do another trading video on stocks at some point here in the next couple days. Probably, maybe this weekend, I'll try to get to it. All right, guys, trade well.